My name is Michel F. Bolle and welcome to the first groundbreaking video of my 6 keys to success, happiness and wealth in your life. I'm very excited to share this information here with you today. Usually my videos are reserved for my exclusive Platinum Legends Club, but this time I decided to share the upcoming 6 videos completely free with the world, because I truly believe the more people in this world that will apply my 6 keys to success, the better this world will be tomorrow. My first key is at the first look pretty simple, but studying and exchanging with some of the real players, the real legends in this world, I figured out that this is probably the mother of all keys of success. If you're able to apply this key from now, you will immediately experience a much better life, not only in your business, but also in your private life. Focus on the present, I will call it the now, and the future. This is my first key and it's very simple to remember. Focus all your energy on the now and the future. Focus all your energy on the now and the future. American cartoonist Bill Kane once said, "Yesterday is history, tomorrow is mystery, today is a gift of God, which is why we call it the present." I will repeat this for you. Yesterday is history, tomorrow is mystery, today is a gift of God, which is why we call it the present. How great is this quote? How much so valuable truth we find in this single sentence. Sometimes by reading a quote and trying to understand it, you will learn much more than sitting 6 months in a classroom. You know, many people walk into my life, ask me for advice and support on their path to success. Usually, I let them talk first. This is the way I work. But believe me, and this is the funny thing about it, most of these people don't talk longer than 1 minute before I stop them. You know 1 minute? Because my traditional client in 1 minute has the opportunity to mention 4 to 6 points out of his past where he failed. Oh, I lost my job, I got divorced, my boss never recognizes the big investment I make for the company, my parents didn't have money to pay for a good university for me, and so on, and so on, and so on. And there is exactly the point where my first key of success, focus all your energy on the now and the future, is not only getting important, but has to become a state of mind for yourself. A state of mind that is driving all your actions from today. There are rules in life we have to accept as we cannot change them. One of these important rules is the fact that you cannot change your past. So no matter how great you have been in the past, no matter how tremendous your success has been, and no matter how many times you failed so badly, it is a matter of fact. You cannot change what happened in your past. It's done, it's gone, it's history. I will share with you one of my personal life stories. When I was 17 years old, I had the opportunity to join one of the best volleyball teams in Switzerland. Not only one of the best volleyball teams in Switzerland, but also the most professional team Switzerland ever had. I was just a 4 years outstanding and exceptional experiences. We were collecting titles and medals like other people pull out bullets of guns. The team was located in a beautiful mountain place and the structure was so professional that it was practically impossible to not improve your game. Unfortunately, how life is, in 1991 the team started to have some financial problems and just disappeared. At this time I had to look for another team. I found one that was not close from where I was living, that was also playing the top places in the league. Honestly, my first 2 years in this new team have been terrible for me. A complete disaster. Definitely the worst years of my career as a volleyball player. My overall performance was really weak. My training attitude was just lousy. And my state of mind was always negative, basically negative all the time. But the worst thing for me was to see that the young kids that were in the team around me, they were progressing much faster than myself. At this time, it took me quite a while and the help of a great mental coach to figure out what was my problem. And my problem at this time was only that I've never left my great experience of the past. I compared everything in my new team to the old team, and for sure nothing was the same. I took as an excuse for my own failure the fact that my new team wasn't as professional as my old team. So basically, I was only looking back and comparing. I never asked myself, Michel, how far could you go with this team? Once I figured out this, and I started to focus on the now and the future, my life as a volleyball player completely changed. In the coming years, I was able to attain a level I would have never expected I was able to. This was a real life lesson for me and not only changed my career as a volleyball player, but also had a massive impact on my private and professional life the coming years. Did you know that several university studies clearly show that a big percentage of depressed people are in this situation because they are not able to leave their past? They are spending their lives thinking about missed opportunities, failures and bad things happened to them in the past. So once you know and you accept, you cannot change the past because it's done, it's gone, it's history. You can start work on the present, on the now and the future, because this is all that matters for your great tomorrow. If you start looking at highly successful people, they all have this habit in common. They are able to fully focus on the now and the future. Two great examples in history are Bill Gates, the founder of Microsoft, and Steve Jobs, the former Macintosh and Apple guru. Did you know that both of them did not finish university? They both quit university before having a degree. My parents used to tell me, if you want to succeed in life, you need to have a great education and finish with excellent results. Well, good education makes certainly things easier in life at some point. But look at these two legends, Bill and Steve. Their respective companies had and still have tremendous and massive success. They are just great examples of what you can achieve in life, focusing on the now and the future and not losing your energy with the past you cannot change anymore. Focus all your energy on the now and the future. So once you know this, the big question is how and where to start. A couple years ago, I spent a great evening with a good friend the former coach of the Swiss volleyball national team, Dario Bettello. Just talking about volleyball, God, the world, you know, this kind of evening that is an inspiration itself. Suddenly he shared with me that lately he has made a list of things he wants to achieve in his life. At this time, I did not really give much attention to this. But once I came home, I started to think about it. I started to brainstorm. I started to write things down. Honestly, it took me weeks, but one day I showed up with my own list of things I want to achieve in my life. And honestly, this has been one of the greatest decisions and changed my life forever. So, here is exactly what you will have to do to start. There are 3 key points I propose today to you, and we start straight away with the first one. Make a list of things you absolutely want to achieve in life. This is the first step. I will repeat this. Make a list of things that you absolutely want to achieve in your life. It should be a list of 10 things. 10 things. It could be 5, it could be 15. You can also add afterwards, but 10 seems to me a reasonable number, as you can add goals. As from now on we will call them goals. As soon as they're on the list, you can always add goals later. Take your time, brainstorm about it. No need to rush in, but do it. I give you a few examples of my own list of things I wanted to achieve, and I did start up really easy with 2, I would say, simple goals, but they have been very important to me. So the first goal was, I want to make a good action every day to someone else. This can be as simple as a thank you, a congratulations in the office, thank you for someone holding the door for you, help some old woman in the supermarket to carry on the heavy stuff to the cashier, or from the cashier to the car. There are so many possibilities where you can make a good action every day. Maybe one day you will donate $1 to one organization, or maybe it's just a kind thank you to your wife for the great dinner she has made for you. Second point was, every month I will write a letter to someone just to say thank you. There are so many great people in our world, so many people working for us every day. And you know, as the world goes today, people tend to only criticize others. No one ever says thank you. So I decided to write every month a letter just to say thank you to someone. This can be a politician, can be or has been a director of a hotel, has been the person at the gas station who puts in the gas in my car every time I go. The third goal was, I wanted to see the Chinese wall. This was one of my big dreams. I wanted to be there. I wanted to touch the Chinese wall. I wanted to make the selfies with the wall in the back of me to send to my friends. And I definitely wanted to sit down at this place just to get the inspiration. So you see, there are many possibilities of goals you can set. The important thing is that you are setting the goals, that you are putting on this list the 10 things that really matter to you. To make this whole thing easier for you, if you go down to the comment section of this video, you will find a form I have fully prepared for you with the possibility to put your list of things you want to achieve, but also the possibility to put an action plan. Write your 10 things you want to do in your life down. Print the sheet out and put it somewhere on the wall in your bedroom or in your office, some place where you can see every day which are my goals of my life. Once you have your goals, you need to define priorities and an action plan. What do I need to achieve to get to this goal, and when I want, not when I have to, when I want to achieve it? There you are fully in my key of success. Focus all your energy on the now and the future. Believe me, this simple step will completely change your life, as it did for me and as it does for people working with me. The second point you will have to do is drop the negative people in your life. I will tell you a little story. There has been one day a group of frogs. They traveled to Paris to the Eiffel Tower because they always wanted to see the Eiffel Tower. So this group of frogs was standing in front of the Eiffel Tower and looking up. And suddenly one of the frogs said, "Guys, why don't we get up there? Why don't we climb up to the top of the Eiffel Tower?" Immediately, as usual in life, there were two groups. There was the groups of the guys, "Yes, we can, let's go up to the top of the Eiffel Tower." And on the other hand, there was the group of the no-sayers. "No, we don't go, this is impossible, never a frog climbed up to the top of the Eiffel Tower, this is not possible." Well, anyway, suddenly one small group of frogs started to climb up the Eiffel Tower. After a few meters, the first one gave up. For sure, the frogs that stayed down there, they were there, "Oh, they will never make it, they cannot make it, it's impossible to make it." So the other frogs were climbing up, and one gave up, the other one gave up. Down there was, we said it, they cannot make it. Suddenly there was only one frog left. And this frog was climbing and climbing and climbing until he made it up to the top of the Eiffel Tower. When the frog came down, his friends, who were so negative, who were just shouting, "You will never make it, you will never make it," his friends found out that this frog, this particular frog, could not hear. So he hasn't heard all these negative things about it's impossible. So what can we learn out of this little story? You become who you surround yourself by. If you're around negative people, you too will become negative. If you surround yourself with those who are focused on the past, guess what? You will do the same. It is time to find people around you who are ambitious, respect their past, but look forward to find ways to improve their future. Who can you get rid of in your life? Who is holding you back? These questions sound brutal, but you know who they are. The third point to put in place to apply my first key of success and happiness and wealth in life is find 3 inspirational quotes. If you still too much focused on the past, right now open another tab on your computer, go to Google or Yahoo and type in inspirational quotes. You will find thousands of them. Find them, print them out, and keep them around your house, your car, your office. They will constantly remind yourself what it takes to be successful. One of my favorite quotes, personal favorite quotes, is from Albert Einstein. Insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. This particular quote is hanging in my bedroom, it's in my office. I even have a small piece of paper in my wallet to remind me every time I need. If you go to the comment section of this video, I have also prepared for you a nice sheet you can print out, put on some wall with 3 very special quotes I have chosen for you. That's all? Yes, this is all. You don't need to buy a book. You don't need to attend a conference and pay $5,000 a day. And you don't need to register to a mailing list where you get massive spam mails every week. You just need to follow the 3 steps and do what some of the greatest legends of this world are doing to achieve tremendous success every day. You know, the amazing thing about this key of success is that you can apply it to any part of your life. To your professional life, you can apply it to your sports life if you're a sportsman, to your military life, to your family, to your hobbies, just whatever really matters to you. If you define your 10 life goals, maybe there is not one single goal from your professional life. Who cares? Maybe you are happy with this. Maybe this is not so important for you. Maybe you prefer achieving things that have nothing to do with your work, but with your family, with your friends, or something completely different. Last but not least, very important, don't do the same error that, according to the latest internet studies, more than 80% of all the people do. They grab, read, watch something interesting on the internet, and the next day they have already forgotten about it. If you really want to change something in your life, start now, start today. You can start writing down now your first thing you want to achieve in your life, your first goal. This was my first video of my series of the 6 keys to success, happiness and wealth in life. The next video is coming soon. Enjoy your life and start working on your great tomorrow.